Welcome to the Algarve, Portugal, and the city of Tavira. Portugal's southernmost region, the Algarve, is known for its Atlantic beaches and golf resorts. The whitewashed walls of fishing villages low on the cliffs overlooking sandy coves were transformed in the 1960s. They are now a popular tourist attraction, and along with the history of Tavira, with its late Bronze Age origins, this makes it an ideal destination to visit when in Portugal.
It's very beautiful, and we spent now 2 days here and we're very loving the environment.
Tavira is a nice town, and all this region we have been before in Faro, and we very like it.
Well, I think it's a very beautiful natural place. It's still with a lot of old things, if I can say that, and I like that. Yeah, it's beautiful.
For 3 days, the roads and trails of this coastal city of Tavira have been filled with more than 1,100 riders from 16 countries, as they host the Algarve Bike Challenge for the 8th consecutive year.
We are pleased to welcome you to Tavira, Algarve, Portugal, for the Algarve Bike Challenge 2020. This will be the 8th edition of this mountain bike stage race. It will be 3 days long. With 160 kilometers and more than 4,000 meters climbing. This year with more than 1,000 participants. We'll have actually 1,100 participants from 16 countries, and more than 60% of the riders are foreign riders, so this is a very international event. Tavira, it's a city of cycling. It has a professional cycling team, and since the first edition, Tavira municipality, Tavira Council has supported us to this event and help us to grow and to make the Algarve Bike Challenge as it is today.
The Algarve Bike Challenge has a well-deserved reputation all over the world for how it combines street racing and technical single tracks, with the first of 3 stages taking place in the city centre, followed by 2 trail marathons of 85 and 76 kilometres respectively. It is a race schedule which rewards only the fittest of athletes. Another element that makes the Algarve Bike Challenge a unique racing experience is the race format. The athletes compete in pairs, a unique style of racing that, in combination with the stunning surroundings and the perfect cycling trails, attracts teams from every level and from all over the world. Many have been fans of the Algarve's trails for years now, and some ambitious teams are here to conquer Portugal's trails for the very first time.
Have the ambition to have the result, but also the happiness to share it when it works out quite good. So achieving something together is always nicer to celebrate than just be happy on your own.
It's a real favourite event for us. This is our 4th trip to Bike Challenge Algarve. We keep coming back because we enjoy it. It's the speed that we enjoy. The trails are fantastic.
I expect it will be very hard to race because there are many good people on the start line. So it will be a tough race tomorrow, and tonight we will go as fast as we can and hope to have a good result.
During the prologue, the stakes were high, with the 1,100 athletes lining up to navigate through the historical city centre of Tavira as fast as possible. A short, highly technical course tested riders' speed and agility. The crowd lining the course made their voices heard, very much an active part of the race. Spain's Jose Ortega and Ivan Martinez were the most prepared, and with an impressive time of 5 minutes and 40 seconds, won the prologue of the Algarve Bike Challenge. Didi Vries and Kim Bodeman from the Netherlands were the fastest amongst the women. The innovations of the race by the organisers attract not only the most experienced riders, but also athletes from other sports who want to challenge themselves in a different discipline, such as Eugene Laverty, a former MotoGP rider, along with his MotoGP teammate of 10 years, Miguel Praia.
We were teammates 10 years ago in the Portuguese team Park Algarve Honda, so it's quite fitting that 10 years later we can be teammates in my first ever mountain bike race. Cycling is a very important part of my training for riding the motorcycle. During the winter months I tend to ride a lot to build my endurance. It's important from November until February to be able to build your fitness. And also on the mountain bike for technique is really good. You know, you really have to use your upper body, and I think it keeps you visually sharp and aware as well.
It's like a revival after 10 years being alongside with him. Now it's different because it's a team result, so he needs to wait for me, I need to wait for him. And but this, again, is great, and we love challenge as a races. We love challenge, and Algarve Bike Challenge. It's definitely a huge challenge for us.
A good quality race is always well recognised amongst the specialists from all over the world. All the way from India, Hero Action Team is here to experience the unique Algarve Bike Challenge.
Hello, my name is David and this is my teammate Akash Sherpa. We are from India and we ride for Hero Cycles, which is one of the few Indian mountain biking team. It's a great opportunity for us and learning also, because everyone is really strong here, which is great. We have never seen such riders before, you know. Even amateur riders are really good, girls, even masters, grandmaster, everyone is so fast. So this is a great learning for us.
For the next 2 days, the peloton was ready to hit Algarve's trails for the 161 kilometers and more than 3,600 meters of climbing. With a great start through the city center, former Tour de France cyclist Francisco Manchego with his teammate Juan Trujillo pushed their limits and won the second stage with a time of 3 hours, 44 minutes and 5 seconds. But it was Jesus Neros and Miguel Crespo who secured the win after a faster and more technical third stage, with Manchego and Trujillo close behind, with Andrew Enriquez and Anani Silva completing the podium. The pair of Karen Brewer and Naima Madlen of KMC team was the fastest amongst the women.
La verdad que nos hemos sentido bien, una carrera muy bonita y bueno, hemos podido mantener el liderato que cogimos el segundo día y nada, muy contentos.
La estrategia del fin de semana es día a día, o sea que hoy igual, aunque fuéramos líderes, era como una carrera totalmente nueva, no dependía de si íbamos delante o detrás. Claro, cuando ya la carrera se nos ha puesto a nuestro gusto, ya hemos tirado de estrategia.
For the 8th consecutive year, the Algarve Bike Challenge offered an unforgettable experience that the 1,100 riders will never forget.
Amazingly organised race.
Perfect. Very nice trails, very nice downhills.
Very beautiful. Algarve is fantastic.
These 8 years since the start of the race in 2017 until now has been a long way also for us organization. Our passion motivates us to work every year more and more to improve the event and the service. Of course, we do our best to fulfill that experience and to make it to supply a nice experience, racing experience to the riders.